something I keep seeing a lot, it seems to be a theme, is that starting one of these businesses is really hard. About 80% of costs goes on staff, and also it's hard to attract people because it typically doesn't pay well. I guess how can that be reconciled and uh, eventually get more people into this business?
That's a great question. And I don't know that we as a society have figured out the answer to that yet. Because in order to pay a teacher a wage that's worthy of the work they are doing, you have to charge the family a rate that is beyond what most can pay. And so, how do you reconcile that? And a lot of times the conversation moves to subsidy because there needs to be a subsidy to close that gap. And what's happened in the past is who has subsidized childcare is the childcare owner, the teachers in the program. And as we move forward and look to be able to adequately pay, that subsidy on the back of the provider, on the back of the teacher goes away. So I think we're in a really uncomfortable place right now of figuring that out. And I don't think it's just a local issue. I think that's, statewide, nationwide, where we're trying to figure that out.
Are there distinct challenges for, say, like a child care center versus a home-based smaller operation? Yeah, it seems like probably the center would have an easier time getting grant funding or finding other avenues to fund themselves. Yeah.
It used to be that way, that there really wasn't any money out there for family childcare, but we've seen a shift in that funding model to be able to really support growth and sustainability with family childcare. So through the pandemic, the grants that were available now post-pandemic, with money coming out to be able to grow and sustain businesses, we're seeing grants go to family childcare. And family childcare helps to support a huge gap in our ability as a community to meet the needs of families. A lot of times that family childcare has different operating hours. There is, again, that goodness of fit. Some families are looking for something smaller and more flexible with hours. So I think that our funding is following that desire of families for some additional flexibility and additional options.